Greetings, Hypenese. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Octodad, Dadliest Catch. This is gonna be my last video on the main game of it, and the reason why I say that is because of the fact that I've done the, basically, oh, sorry if I pause right there, I clicked out of the game, but, I've done the main story, I've done the, not free play, I've done the shorts, and I found the secret level. Now, there's only one more thing for me to do in this game, other than workshop levels, which I may make videos on those in the future, because there are a couple good ones, a couple goodies, but mainly I want to talk about the ties. Those are basically the main game's collectibles, and there are 3 ties in every level. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to get every single tie from every single level. So, if you do start a new game, that's not going to erase your tie progress. If you played this game in the past and, had ties, it will always keep them. The real way how to get rid of your progress is you got to go to settings, press game, and then delete save data. As it says, are you sure you want to delete all game progress, ties, and level time? Yes. Game data successfully deleted. And if you go back, you can see it just says new game. So, and even, all the time for the shorts have been disabled. All your ties, you can't see them, I don't think. In fact, if I go to ties, you can see nothing. All ties are now gone. So now, it's time for me to show you how to get every single tie in the game. So during the tutorial, the first tie that you're going to get is something known as Classy Red. And this is basically simple because where it's located is actually on the door where the reception place is. What is it called? The reception, basically the reception area. So you get through here, and as you can see, it's straight on this door. It's literally the first thing you see. So it tells you to walk, and then you can walk forward, and then you can walk over, grab the tie, and there you have it. Classic Red. Even though I called it Classy Red, but whatever. After you step down into the reception area, the second tie that you can get, which is also known as Wedding Cake, is literally so predictable. Where is it? Under the wedding cake. And you can pick it up, and now you have 2 out of 3 ties in wedding bells. So after you got your top hat on, you can enter the wedding area where you're supposed to meet Scarlet, and this is where you can get the location of your third tie. So you have to walk down the aisle. If you make a mess, just, be careful because the flipping banana peels. Why doesn't anyone clean those up, by the way? And if you haven't noticed yet, you can see the tie up here, because the tie is literally called piano keys, and it's up top of this piano, and with that, you've now got all the ties in wedding bells. Just an important thing to note here, is that in this intro sequence, there really are no ties to get here, because that'd be extremely hard to get, especially in a falling environment like this. This is just for playful intro, this is just to tell you, this is the game that you're playing, and you're about to dive in. So the first tie you can actually get is relatively close to where you spawn. It's just in this room already. You have to get out of bed with dragging your sluggish self out, and then you have to go to the bottom left drawer, and then you pull it out, and you see a tie to the left of it. And then you have the first tie of the level, number 1 Dad. Now that you just had your little nice cup of coffee just to keep you wide awake after you've done everything inside of the house, you actually have to go into the backyard now, because these are where the last 2 ties are, and they both are relatively close to each other. The first one is in the flower patch, and it is relatively hard to see, but it's basically underneath the garden gnome. That's basically what you mainly need to know about it. And I've also noticed that there's actually people, walking in the streets. So be careful, because if you squint on the flowers, you're basically gonna ruin them, but under the gnome, you get your second tie being the flower print. And we can instantly jump into getting the third tie, because the third tie is on top of this roof, which, don't get me wrong, it's a little tricky to get, but it takes a little bit of elbow grease and climbing. So if we just, hopefully, if you can, wait, can I latch onto this door? Well, you can latch onto the handle. I don't think so. But maybe there is a way to easily get the tie, which I know I'm sounding like a tutorial, but I think like that, a nice little swift kick like that should be able to. I mean, they have a slide here for a reason. Do you think they wouldn't let you climb it just to get this tie? So let me go on here, and then, and I latched onto it. Here we go. And then you can get yourself the third tie of the level, Sports Print. And you've got all the ties for Home Sweet Home. So welcome to Gervason's Grocery, the third level of the game. And in this level, there are 3 ties, just like I said before. Just note this everywhere. There are going to be 3 ties in every level. But in the first one, we have to run to the produce section. And instantly, let's go to the bananas. And as you can see, let's just get ourselves, let's see right in there. There we go. You can actually see there are a ton of bananas in here. But if we just, remove a couple. I know some of us are looking at us like unperfect plebs. But I know one of them is. I see it. It's right there. And you can see, if you get it, you have the banana tie. It's just called banana. The next 2 ties that you're going to go and get are in the meat section. And the first one is kind of easy. You just have to remove some of these meat blocks. This is a reference if I've ever seen it. Let's get that there. There it is. You have to shed some meat just to get it. In fact, you can shed this whole entire sausage thing too if you want to, I think. Or it could be 100% wrong. Nope, you can. Just shed meat until it disappears. That's basically what you need to learn. But then you can get your second tie, tasty meats. Now the third tie is actually here as well, but you have to do a little bit of parkour to get it. So you have to go where the scale is and then climb up here. And then that'll give you a good leverage to put your little tentacle, or long tentacle, up on this ledge. You'll climb up this, and then you'll have to go up these pipes. Then after that, you're going to have to do some interesting maneuvering, but it's nothing that a long leap won't handle, like that! Or you could fail just like me. It'll work. It'll work. Don't you dare judge me for a second. I think you can actually hook onto the bell. No, you can't. It's too slippery. Just leap your way over there. And then you can get this. The Hen Tie. I can't believe they named the tie that. So as you can see right here, I'm in the world of kelp. Now, you may be wondering, why am I not in the aquatic fun area? Whatever that place originally was. If only I can remember Aquatic Fun Center. I was close. You may be wondering, why am I not there? Well, it's because to get all the ties there, we need to get every tie in all the other places. Well, we don't have to get all the other ties. We just need to complete the other places so that the whole area can be accessible to us. But to get the first tie, at least in this area, and then we'll be doing probably the Deep Sea, or the Dark Sea, and then after that, Amazon Arcade. So let's quickly go into here, and the first tie will be accessible to us once we do a minigame. So we slide down here, and then we gotta do this giant spinning wheel. Because, obviously, the best place to hide a tie would be on top of the wheel. So we're going to just really just spin this all the way up. If I only wouldn't slip off. Alright. So you press that button, now it goes up really, really fast. And what you can do is just, you gotta try and latch onto it as fast as you can, as my game freeze is fun. As you can see, there we go. Somehow maneuver it like that, and you fall off. And then you'll slowly climb up, and then you quickly grab it, and you just got yourself the first tie, being Sunrise. So after all, you got those mini games done, including the wheel, the checkerboard puzzle, or joke, whatever it is. There's probably a fact. The big old line of kelp that you have to pull down, and also the bounce, ball mini game. And one of these otters actually has a tie. As you can see, it's on this big otter. Really nothing special about that. So you can just go ahead and pick this up, and you have the second tie, Green Paisley. So here we are. This is where the last tie is located. It's basically on the very top of this. So we have to go through some mad parkour, which is probably, people in the past considered this to be insanely hard. Which I don't think it's too bad, really. Though granted, they probably did change some stuff, so I wouldn't know. But there it is. As you can see, if you just reach up here, you have the third tie, and you have all the ties of World of Kelp. This one being Octopus Pattern. Welcome to the Deep Sea, where basically it's deep, and it's the sea. And we can actually get our first tie instantly when you spawn in, because let's go ahead and just flash our light onto this poster over here. It's the one all the way to the left. You basically have difficulties of the deep, it's all this stuff, but you can actually see in the corner, you have that tie over there. This tie is known as the question. Simple, but, it is a question. So we go up here now, and the second tie is actually in maintenance. And we have to go in here, and of course this is a part of the story where we have to plug in everything. But there's actually a pink box of glow sticks over here, along with some green ones and some orange ones. But we can see that if we spill these, there's actually a tie real down here if you can see. You can actually see it right there. It literally doesn't look as pink as everything else. But you can grab it, and you can get the second tie, Disco Floor. Probably one of my favorites. So now that we plug everything in, we just have to do the simple task of pointing all the lights where they need to be. In which there, point it right there. Gotta go ahead and grab this, even though my arm is stuck. Because why wouldn't it be? Why would my arm ever be stuck? We have to point it and then point it back there. And then it's going to bright up, and it's going to be this adorable little thing. And as you can see, at the very top, you can actually see the pink tie. And you can pick it up after doing some sublime parkour. Oh, I can't believe I'm captured by this thing again. There. I'm kind of broken out. You can basically climb it up by, let's say, the back here, if you can hang on long enough. But see, I was able to make it. You can climb it from here, and you can pick up this pink tie, pink plaid, and you've gotten all the ties in the deep sea. Welcome to the Amazon Arcade. So basically, there are 3 ties here, just like usual, and we can already get 2 ties instantly. First thing, in fact, if you walk in, you can see it up there. It's on top of the rock of the fish toss game. So that was a loud whoosh. So let's just get on top of here. Shush. It's not cheating, it's called winning. So you're gonna have to climb it from, I'd say, this angle. Which, granted, it's not like it's impossible. It'll just definitely take some time. See, like that. There we go. Now you can get your first tie. Make sure I gotta get the name for it, just so I can make sure I'm saying it correctly. You can pick up your first tie, Fish Pattern. But instantly we can, we can already get our second tie, which that goes to the claw machine. Which I'm pretty sure it's over here. Ow. It's over here. And actually, we could get it 2 ways, which I'm pretty sure it's either with the claw, or, as you can see, it's deep right in the back. So I wonder if we can actually grab it. Because we could just easily sneak in. Oh, wait, no, give me it. I want that. I need to win this. Don't drop it. What are you doing? There. What the heck? Alright, let's go all the way as far back as it can go. Let's say a little bit right there. We're good. Get that tie. Plug it. I'm just getting it. I'm just gonna go and just swoosh in. And I'm taking this tie. Shush. I've gotten the second tie, being the green Stripey. Now, give me a bit, because I need to get the third tie. You have to beat every single arcade game in here. So give me a minute. I think there's only one more game for us to complete, and it's the hockey match, or the air hockey match between this pleb. AKA the guy who's been basically calling us a cheater this whole time, even though we aren't technically cheaters. We're just people who've
So you think you
kind of just
air hockey mad at his own game, huh?
just basically Alright, that wasn't even me that time. You just bent the rules, man. But it doesn't matter, because at least we have the tie. So finally, we can pick up the last tie for Amazon Arcade. Or Arcade Amazon, whatever. And we have the tie, Heart Pattern. So we're back at the Aquatic Fun Center, and now we can actually get all the ties, because there was an area that we couldn't access because of the fact that, we had to complete all 3 other areas just so we could get the ties. Though now that it's finally completed, I'm pretty sure we can actually get the last tie now. So first what we have to do is that we have to go back, which, yeah, it might be a little bit, weird going like, wait, now you have to go back even though you entered? Yes. That's basically what you have to do. Okay, yep, I see. I definitely see it now. You have to go over here. Make sure not to cause a scene. Climb up this ladder. Carefully. Carefully. Up, up, up. We made it work. Now, you have to make this little leap, which hopefully you already know how to make big Octodad leaps, like this! There we go. Now you have to crawl on top of here. Be careful when falling, because there's basically scientist plebs under you. Exactly under you. And I say be careful, especially since this is a really slim gap. So you want to carefully have one tentacle on at all times. Because you don't want to let both of them go. The moment you let both of them go, boom, dead. Now we gotta climb all the way over here. I think it's either over here or it's down there. I think it's down there, actually. Yep, there it is. You can see that all the way over there. And you can get your first high of this area being, probably one of my favorites, Rainbow Dream. So we need to go over there and see this. Basic vending machine. And you see candy blocks, and tie. But what we can do, we can squeeze our little tentacle right in here. And we can get the second tie of this place, Shark Attack. So, whoa! Nice. Anyway, we gotta climb ourselves up here. And we have to go into the... Oh, no! I can't... Okay, sure. Well, it's fine. Because now we gotta load back into it. So to get our final tie, this is the reason why we completed all those other levels. It was to see Scarlet up there. Because this room actually didn't have anybody in it. Or at least it wasn't unlocked. What am I trying to say? This room wasn't here, or couldn't be opened until you beat all the other levels. So, now we can go in here, and we can get our third tie, because after we go in here, we're going to enter, I'd say, a locker room, just about, or some sort of a storage room. And of course, if you already see it, you'd be 100% correct. Behind this locker is your third tie, and you've gotten all the ties into the Aquatic Fun Center, with the last tie being Coral. I welcome you to Sea Legs, where basically our first tie is actually in one of the crates of the deck. So you can actually get this if you want to without a tie or with a tie, and by ties I mean suits. What am I even saying? But basically, let's get on here.
A little Joe keeps me up that extra 17.
Even though he's drinking his coffee, which is perfect because we need that. Energize ourselves. Give me that.
Hey, where'd my
Loser.
coffee go?
It's right there. You don't have to worry. So we're going to have to go and climb up here, which might be definitely risky, but if you are quite the risky person, you can get the tie, but you could also be safe and get it the normal, get a suit way. But let's jump down here, even though we're lagging a little bit.
We've come a long
And
way
you can
from
go inside of here, and you can get your first tie, being the Tentacle tie. So once you get into the control room all smooth like, you basically just gotta do what you normally do, which is, clear off the map and stuff like that. But then after doing this, you will have access to the second tie. In fact, technically you could just get the tie right now, but I just want to do some other clearing off stuff first. And then, in fact, let's just get the tie right now. Once you're in the control room, you can actually go leave from the side, and from the side, you see there's a tie right here. And you can get your second tie, Anchors Away. Alright, did you see that, girl? Guess what? That's actually not where our next tie location is. It's actually on the crane. Yeah, I'm not joking. It's on the flipping crane. Though, I'm pretty sure we have to break these boxes, which I'm not sure if we can do on the norm. Heck, I don't even think we can climb over. So we need to smash these crates, as the thing says. So if my body could only get up here again. There we go. We're going to go and... How about this? There we go. That's not how. There we go. You see that blue? You see that thing? It's right there. So I'm going to drift this thing back over. And I'm going to climb over. There we go. Even though I didn't mean to hit you, I'm sorry. But granted, I don't know you. I don't even know your middle name. So we can carefully, gotta repeat this, carefully climb up here. Especially don't fall off, basically. Especially these camera controls are trash. So you're probably going to fall off. Or maybe I'm just doing this in a really wrong sense. Because I'm trying to climb it. And it's not really working out for me, is it? The amount of trial and error that this takes, it's so hard. In fact, you know what? I have to go back and, like, probably turn the ship because I just... Not turn the ship, turn the plumbing crane. Because even with the controls like this, I could actually fall off. So I'm just going to make it so that the crane is at the front. If you... that's what you get, man. You won't let me move. Plug your coffee. You need to be very careful. You can't lose this opportunity. You've made it up here. It'll feel really refreshing once you get it. Don't fall. Right. Let's get as close as we can. It's like we just made it halfway there. I can't believe even I'm saying that and I'm shocked. Am I close? Can I get it? Okay, we're in range. So if you're able to do it, then good job. You just got yourself all the ties on sea legs, with the final tie being Rising Tide. Oh wow, what a way for me to be hanging on. So welcome to Silent but Deadly, where I look like the most goofiest scientist I've ever seen, and I wasn't even supposed to do the box method in my playthrough. I was supposed to do this. So, to get our first tie, we gotta go in here, and guess what? We gotta unclog some toilets. So let's go in here, and just shove this plunger straight in the toilet. Wait. Hold on, I can make this work. It's working. This could be the wrong toilet, too. So who knows? Oh! Look at that! On the plunger! And with that, we got our first tie, the pie tie. We can instantly get our next tie over if we instead from the ladies to the gentleman bathroom. So we go inside of here, and on top one of the stalls, which it might be a little hard to do, but it definitely should be visible. It just takes a little bit of parkour, let me tell you. As you see that up there? It's really hard to see, but in fact, I think I can reach it. Or I could reach a bar of soap, too, because now the camera decides to go on my side, and now it's not anymore. Okay, so let's just smoothly get on top of this urinal. If only it would allow me to. Because I need to do at least a little bit of climbing to reach that stall. Well, not the stall, but the tie. I hate this. Imagine someone doing this in real life. Who would think of him as weird? Probably I would. But then, you can get your second tie if you just reach close enough. And there it is. You have your second tie, winter season. So now that we got our fresh shark outfit on, which I think looks good on an octopus, we need to go to the front of World of Kelp. Good job, man.
What are you doing?
This man is just messing up everything. But the most important thing is just getting to the front of World of Kelp. So, what we can do, we can just leap on down there. Ow. And there's a crate that actually has what we need. So, it's going to take a little bit of herding a lot of down here. But it's in one of these crates, let me tell you. Okay, I'm checking literally everything here. Although, it was under that. Yep, I was right. So, you can pick down here. It's hard to see. In fact, I'll show you easier by throwing this box. Check this out. Yeet, there it is. And you can see that last tie down there. And you can get your third and final tie of Silent but Deadly being Tropical Night. So once you finish the chase with the chef, which finishes phase 1 of the final level, you go into the second phase where you're up on the rafters. Now, you can instantly get your first tie here by doing a little bit of balancing, which is basically going backwards and to the left, which it isn't that hard. But after this, by the way, do you see that down there? There was another tie down there. But we can't get it on this phase because, well, of course, there's fire all down there. So we can only get this one, but we can get it at phase 3. Hey, nice banana peel over there, trying to goof me up on its side. Let's just pull our legs up right there. That's careful. That's scary. That's scary. That's scary. I'm terrified. Alright. Pleb with this banana peel. And we've... Honestly, I tried recording this before and I didn't get the tie. I just got it in the wrong area. But anyway, we can get our first tie being Sky High. And this is where the final part of the whole game goes. Phase 3. Now before we can do this ending, let's go ahead and get our ties. The first one, which I just pointed out before, is on a table. So let's go and get it, which it's all the way around there. Okay, so let's go quickly travel over there before he chucks a single thing there. Thank you. And then there's this. So we can acquire our second tie being the Inferno. Or just normal Inferno. And we can instantly get the last tie because you can actually see that it's over here on this wooden pillar, in which we can get the final tie, and the final tie in Hot Concussions, and especially the final tie in the main game of Octodad, quote-unquote main game, the Zen Tie. Now there is one more set of ties that we can get, but let's say we gotta get there by free play, so let me get this done first, and I'll show you. Okay, so that we're back in the main menu, we want to go immediately to free play, and we can see that we got all the ties, but there's a secret level, right? Well, how do we get to it? Well, we need to go to Aquatic Fun Center, and if you haven't already watched the video on this already, I've made a video about this, so you should already probably know what you're getting into, if you know where this is going to lead. But, of course, we gotta do this. So let's wait for it to load, and then I'll show you how to get there, and then I'll cut to the actual getting of the ties. Right? So that'll be fun. So we spawn in here, as you can see, immediately in here. We can skip this cutscene if we want. We're just gonna quickly take this ticket. In fact, do we even need to take the ticket? Because we technically don't even need to hand in the ticket, but I'm gonna do it anyway out of good spirit. Now, we're not going to enter through there. We're just letting them walk in here. And what we're going to do is that we're going to instantly go into the gentleman's room. We're going to go in here, and we're going to enter this last stall. Why? Well, guess what? If we put our little feet in here... Please. And we flush. Wrong toilet. What I meant to do was go into the other stall, which was this toilet. Then if we flush... There we go! Then it instantly takes us to a secret level of the game, which is basically a hard obstacle course or parkour design, known as the one, the only, Toilet and Trouble. Because once we pop in here, then we get introduced to basically the biggest example of black and blue. I mean, look at this. So if you don't know, at the end you get a special treat, and I will show that to you once I beat this, so give me a minute. So we get to the last part of this obstacle, which is just some ladders. Which, that may not sound hard. It's a little bit harder than you think because of how much they wobble and topple and just like flipping wiggle all over the place. It's kind of more about how calm you can put your feet in between the ladder steps. Or you could just do that and then fail miserably. Because you could go fast and you could go slow. It's kind of a mixed bag. It just depends on what you like. But, with that being said, as long as you get up here, you can get the final 3 ties. Even though I'm kind of struggling at this because of how stupid it is. I am salt. I swear. Nope. Let's just get up there like that. There we go. Now, we have the final 3 ties. Zebra strikes. El Tigre. And last but definitely not least, Definitely not least, Pie Tie. Now, as you can see, we've officially gotten every single tie in every single level in this game. Shark Naked does not count. But there's only 2 more tie places that we can go to, and that's in the shorts, being Dad Romance and Medical Mess. So I'm going to do Dad Romance first and then Medical Mess second. So the first tie that you can actually get is if you check under all the tables. And I'm not even joking about that, because if you check under all the tables, then you should be able to find a tie, which, yeah, that's probably one of the weirdest ways to find a tie, but I'm not even joking about it. We should just check some tables, though. So if we just, excuse me, that was my bad. I'm sorry. Sorry about doing this in a formal place. You hiding something under here? No. I will check under each and every table if I need to. Hey, using this table? No? Okay. Excuse me. Okay, that's a candlestick. Who cares? Let's move this chair. You using this table? There it is. And you get your first... I almost said the tie. You get your first tie, Cheesey Checker. Oops. Well, that's my bad. Alright, you better clean this up while I'm back. But now we're inside of the kitchen. So we gotta get 2 ties here, and we can actually get it instantly. So the first thing we want to do is go over to the pizza sauce and mix it. That's right. Let's mix the sauce. Let's do exactly what they say first. Alright. Sure. Now that the sauce is mixed, let's put our hands deep inside of there and check this out. We now got ourselves a second tie, being pizza pie. And now we have one more tie to get, and it's actually behind, I guess, quote unquote. Oh, my face is actually burning. Ow! Anyway, it's behind this furnace, which should be over here somewhere. That's the doorknob. That's this. And whatever. Okay, gotta go over here. In fact, oh, it's the stove, I'm thinking, yeah. So, I think it's behind here, then. Yes, there it is. You see the silhouette of it. And we already got all the ties in Dad Romance, with this last one being Brick House. Alright, so welcome to Medical Mess, the second of the Octodad shorts, in which we can actually get one of the ties pretty instantly. So, let's get a book, because it's a surprise tool that's going to help us later. Chuck it at that room, and what we need to do is open one of these drawers where we can get the records. Because look at that. That's just a drawer filled with limes, I think. Right? Drawer filled with limes? Anyone can agree with me? It's literally a drawer filled with limes. Well, if we go in here, let's take out some of the limes. It's in here, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. You didn't get it yet, but the thing is that it's just so buried that you have to take out all the limes for it. And do you see it? I guess that works. There we go. So you get the first tie, which is lime. Okay, so now that we're here, we can actually get both ties in, well, one in the surgery prep room and one in the actual surgery room. So first, let's go in the actual surgery room, and we're going to go over to this x-ray machine. in which I'm not sure if there's an X-ray thing that shows, but whatever the case is, we're go ahead and turn this on. Turn the back button. And we're just gonna put ourselves over it. Look at that! So first of all, it gave us an X-ray of ourselves, and it gave us the next tie, X-ray, or bones. Well, either or, but it's called bones, but you get it from an X-ray machine. And then you can get one last tie in probably one of the more easiest places here, one of the cupboards. So if we just open it up, I think it's actually up there. And we grab this. This ain't the tie. It's a fish. So just keep on digging for the tie, because it's eventually bound to show up at some point. It might be even in here if I do a random grab. Yep, and that's the final tie, Boo Boo. And we got the achievement, Dadliest Wardrobe, where we've got every single tie in the whole game. And now everything is done. We've gotten every single tie. Not only in free play, not only the secret levels, but also in the shorts. Every single level now has the ties collected in it, in both free play and shorts. And if you want to see them, then here they are. The long list of ties. All unlocked and accounted for. 100% in Octodad. Now, of course, there are still, achievements and stuff like that, but this is the last video I wanted to make on this game because this is the last one that I really wanted to dedicate to. And I'm proud that I got all the ties, and I'm proud that I can finally end this, Let's Play really happily and really fulfilled knowing that I am now the tie king. So, if you did enjoy this video, and if this did help you out, then be sure to leave a like on the video and also share with your friends for more Octodad content, maybe in the future, who knows. And if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel? And if you haven't yet, or you're looking forward to, please be sure to hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button to receive all my notifications on this YouTube channel in the near future. But above else, I will see you, Entities and Guardians, in the next series. Hail the Hypenese!